Hey everybody, what's up? You know, uh, I want to kind of come on here and say one thing. A lot of people kind of wonder, um, with everything that's going on in the comic right now, uh, everybody's wondering why. I'm pretty sure they ask themselves this with everything going on in the comic, why fans like myself continuously draw characters like Sally and Bunny and Sonic and Rhoda and Antoine the way they are, or as some of us like to say, the way they were. Um, it's because it's like I've said before in a video which you can see on my channel. It's because we like to see. It's because this is how we're used to seeing the characters. We're not used to seeing them being turned into robots, and even if they are, we're used to seeing that probably for about one issue, maybe two, and if at the limit, maybe four, or even five, and that's it. We're not used to seeing them beyond that, and that is one of the reasons we continuously draw the characters the way they used to be, because it's how we know them, it's how we as fans know them, and it's kind of the equivalent. Let's say you're a fan of a certain anime, or a fan of a certain anime or manga, and let's say they decide they want to change one of the characters into something that is unrecognizable, or something that you feel is not what they're supposed to look like. You still, even though you would see that, you still at times would draw the characters the way you feel they should be drawn or should be looked at and seen. And that's why fans like, well, not like myself, because I can't really draw that much, but that's why fans like Jay, like Game Boy Sage, like Bring On the Thunder, there's a few others. In fact, let me look them up right now. That draw the characters the way they were. I mean, there are characters like, say, there are fans like, say, Rosie the Hedgehog 20, Sonic 808, Demon Keychain, Reiji Sakamoto, whatever his name is, Reese Tales, Marima TSG, Ethereal, Saschastub, I guess that's what her name is, Saschastub, Mina Lightning, Devonar Lennox Feist, Terra Rita, Sika the Soul, Crystal CM, Dark Hedgehog 23, who did the new Sally comic, which is basically showing what she'd look like if, let's say, they reverted her back. In fact, let me give you an example of that, kind of show you what I mean. That's by Dark Hedgehog 23. Like I said, is Louis Almazid, Zephyr Zebra. The list just goes on and on, basically, if you will. Marie Bunny or something. Angel Tears Ben X Kai. Mantine, Terra Rita, like I said. Nega Zell. Again, just to name a few of people that continuously draw characters like Sally and like Bunny and Antoine the way they are. Because they're not used to seeing them the way, like Miko-chan does one. in Lone Wolf 23K, these are people that, will keep them the way they are. Elias Knight, Elias Knight, if you will, Sailor the Hedgehog. They continuously doing all this because this is how they're used to seeing the characters. They're not used to seeing the characters roboticized. They're not used to seeing the characters injured. They're not used to seeing the characters de-roboticized. They're used to seeing them the way they are. And, to me, even though, and to me that just shows that, and to me that is why that even though they'll read the comics or open them up or hear what people have to say about what's going on or even see scans and all that, they will essentially still continuously draw the characters the other way because that's how they're used to seeing them. The same goes for someone like myself if I do a fan vid, or anybody else that does a fan vid, like Jay Foxfire, just to name another. We do the fan vids. Either it's a fan vid based on a character or based on a gender, if you will, or based on a certain gender of women, if you will, or a pairing, a romantic pairing like Sonic Sally or Bunny Antoine, or even to throw it out there, Sonic Amy, or Knuckles Rouge or Knuckles Julie Sue. The reason we continuously still draw them, the reason we take our time, the reason we continuously do those kind of vids, is because that's how we're used to seeing them. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that either way, whether it's drawing or doing a fan vid. It's what we're used to seeing. Again, I understand some people are like, well, some people I can understand some people will probably look at that and be like, oh, come on, guys, get over it. It's different now. Things have changed. Things have been shaken up. It's understandable, but what I'm saying essentially is this is how we know them. This is how we know them. This is why we continuously do the fan vids that we do, continuously do the artwork the way we do, the fan artwork. It's because that's how we know them, and that's how we're going to continuously know them and be used to them. That's why anytime you see somebody on their artistic website, that's why sometimes you see somebody favoring an Antoine picture or a Bunny picture or an Antoine or a Sally picture or whatever, because they're used to seeing them that way in the original form. That's why you see people, like I said, like myself and Jay Foxfire and many others out there that do these romantic fan vids or these romantic fan vids of Sonic and Sally, Sonic and Amy, Bunny and Antoine, Knuckles Julie Sue, Knuckles Rouge. It's because we're used to that. We're used to that, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we may not like what's happening in the comic. We may not like that Sally's roboticized. We may not like the fact that Antoine's on death's door, maybe. We may not like that. We may not like that certain characters not being used as much as they should. But it's the way things are. And that's why we continuously do what we do. So I thought I'd just throw that out there. And if you guys want to comment, go ahead. And I'll talk to you all later.